Yippee! Hi, it's Mango. It's been a while. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out these markers that Arrtx kindly sent to me. These are the brush tip acrylic markers, and there's 36 amazing colors. Let's just take a second to appreciate the packaging. It is so cute. I love the way that Arrtx presents their markers and all their art supplies. On the back, we can see all 36 colors. I can't wait to make an art piece with this because it's been a while since I've made some traditional art, but that's gonna change today. Take a look at all of these amazing colors. The first thing we see when we open it is an Arrtx card and the colors. They provided a hashtag for me to use. Guess what? There's 2 layers. That is so crazy. Ta-da! I'm really excited to use these, so let's get into swatching and testing out the markers. I am absolutely in love with the design of these markers. You can see the little flowers with the smiley face on them. I think that's a really cute touch. And I have tested it, the cap does fit on the other side when you're using the marker. I think that's really convenient. And it does say that you have to shake it before you use the marker. I guess it just helps with the ink to start flowing. I'm so excited! Let's move on to the swatching. And yes, this is a new sketchbook. I tried finding it online, but I couldn't find it anywhere. It's called Sketcho for any of those wondering. So I'm starting off with red, one of my favorite colors. Let's see how these work on paper. And almost immediately, I fell in love with these markers. It's just so pigmented and easy to use. I think for me, it just enhances the enjoyment of drawing traditionally. This is me expressing my love. And that A doesn't look like an A. I'm sorry. There we go. So here's me swatching all the colors. I absolutely love all of the colors. They're so vibrant. And of course, I have to make an art piece with these. So here's a little speed paint of my sketch. I honestly didn't have a plan in mind, but I definitely wanted to give her curly hair and incorporate some vibrant colors. And a little disclaimer, I'm going to be redrawing the nose over and over again like I always do. I tend to do that a lot. I drew her a little headband. I think that was really cute. As I was sketching, I was kind of coming up with some ideas. I was thinking about maybe incorporating a little checkered pattern, like she's going on a little picnic. And then I kind of got inspired by Applejack from My Little Pony. Here's me redrawing the nose. I was kind of scared because you know how when you make a sketch that you really like and then you go in with line art and then you just completely ruin it. That's another reason why I mostly draw digitally. I feel like I'm always in my comfort zone, so this video really helps with me stepping out of it. I was happy with my sketch, so I decided to go in with the kneadable eraser and then eventually move on to line art. Since the acrylic markers are pretty pigmented, I was scared that it was going to go over my line art, but I guess we just have to wait and see. So I don't actually know how to draw curly hair. I just kind of wing it and draw some squiggly lines. I'm sorry to those who have curly hair. I mean, I do too. I do try my best. At this point, I was really happy because I was like, why did I eat that up? Why does the hair look good? So far so good. Here I'm just erasing the sketch and then we can move on to coloring. Yippee! Okay, so originally I wanted to color the hair black, but then I thought that would be a bit too harsh and you couldn't see the line art. So then I decided to color in blue for a change. And since she's kind of inspired by Applejack and the red apples, I thought like red and blue would make a really good color palette. You'll see. And for the markers, they're really easy to use, and the thing I was scared about how they would overlap the line art, I realized after one coat of the ink, you can still see the line art. But if you want it to go over the line art, you just have to wait for it to dry and layer it on. So I thought that was really good because I can't make art without line art, and it just makes it a lot easier. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you can see where the nose is, you can still see the lines. And another good thing is that it isn't streaky after it dries. Kind of like alcohol markers, it's kind of just all one shade. And it dries super quickly. So if there are any streaks, you can always just go in with another coat and it will disappear. Here I was trying to find a shade for the blush and the lips, but I couldn't find a darker shade than I already used. So I might just go in with pencils after I finish with the markers. I feel like using gray for the eye color just was a really good choice. And I couldn't wait to go in with the highlights, so I just did it immediately. This part was so satisfying. Originally, I planned to not go in with such dark lines, but I think it doesn't look that bad. Honestly, I think it made it look a bit better. Okay, so now that we're done with the skin, I'm going in with the blue hair. I was hesitating whether or not to make the hair black or blue, but I feel like blue was the right choice. Marker ASMR in 3, 2, 1. Let me know if blue is the right choice. I think it looks good since the eyes are kind of blue as well. So this is actually the next day since my phone died. As you can see, I'm ready to draw, and the hair is all complete. So I was sticking to the plan I initially had to make a checkered pattern, but I was really scared since I didn't know how to make it. So I just experimented and went in with the lines. Wish me luck, guys. My hands were so shaky, I was so scared that I was gonna mess up. But the good thing about these markers is that they're acrylic markers and you can always just go over your mistakes. These markers are so fun to use. Before I started making this video, I was working on a painting. But knowing me, I crashed out because I didn't know what to paint, and acrylics for me is just really hard to work with. So the switch from paints to acrylic markers was really refreshing. Thank you so much again, Arrtx, for sending me these markers to try out. So I had a really random thought to go over the edges of her hair with a lighter blue. I think that this was the best decision I've ever made because it looks so good, in my opinion. Do you think she should be a My Little Pony character? Speaking of My Little Pony, it's so hard for me to choose my favorite character. Sometimes it's Pinkie Pie, sometimes it's Fluttershy, sometimes it's Rarity, sometimes it's all of them. I can't choose just one. Like, imagine if someone asked you what your favorite song was. Me personally, I can't live without music, and I have a lot of favorites. I can't pick just one song. For her shirt, I wasn't sure whether or not to color it red or make it a checkered pattern, but then I figured maybe I should color it this light yellow and make her overalls the checkered pattern. Since the face and the hair had some heavy line art, I decided to do some heavy line art on the outfit as well. Now it's time for the scary part, the checkered overalls. Guys, it's fine, I got this, I can do it. Watch me mess up. Guys, don't laugh. I messed up. Yup. It's okay, these things happen. At this point, I was starting to question everything. I didn't really like the top. I think you can see why. Here, I'm just adding some details to the necklace. Guys, I messed up again. This is me not realizing until I finished the outlining. Yup, there it is. It's okay, because like I said, you can go over the mistakes with another coat. Like so. Ta-da! So we're nearly done. I'm just going in with the highlights. And at this point, I was thinking about going in with my colored pencils. Just add some depth and make it really pop. And pencils time. So if you want to check out these markers, which I think you really should, they're really fun to work with. I think they're really cool. The products will be linked in my video description, and as of now there's a spring deal of 50% off, so go check them out. I think I'm growing to like my drawing. I think the pencils really helped with it. And the drawing is complete. Let me know what you guys think. And the next day, since I was so obsessed with the markers I couldn't stop using them, I decided to add more to the page. Here it is. I took what I said about My Little Pony seriously, guys, and I named her Daisy. Thank you so much to Arrtx again for sending me your markers for me to review. I had an amazing time using these markers, and I know that you guys will too. Anyways, I missed you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.